volumes.
Time to go live and step on everyone from the school book with your host, Tom Springer.
Hey everyone, welcome to Stuff I Never Learned from a School Book. If you're looking at the bearded one, it's Monday night, 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific, 2 out in Hawaii, 6 a.m. tomorrow out in Indonesia, and about 9 a.m. out in Australia. Welcome everybody to Stuff I Never Learned from a School Book. If you are looking at me, I am the host of the show. Welcome to the show. For all the newcomers, welcome. For you repeat offenders, you know who you are. Welcome back. Tonight, we're doing something a little, just help me now. I brought on a whole bunch of girls. Paranormal Peaches, if you haven't met them before, you're missing out. After tonight, you will definitely want to start following them. I tell them I follow them, but I kind of stalk them a little bit, just because they're all pretty awesome. And one of these ladies has been on my show a couple of times on her own, and that's Taryn. But now we went ahead and brought Taryn and all the rest of the Peaches together, and we're going to see what kind of mischief we can get into. We are missing, I think, one of the Peaches, and once she pops in, we'll be throwing her in as well. But I am not wasting any time on this. I am just ripping the Band-Aid off, throwing all the women to the wolves. So let's go ahead and bring them in now. Let's say hi to, as I bring them in one at a time. Where are they at? All the hey, there they are. Yay.
There they are.
Delay. So, hi, ladies. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Hi. Some introduction.
Yeah, not bad. Not too shabby.
Thank you. So I already got people popping in like normal to say hi. So there's Sylvie. Hi, Sylvie.
Hi.
I always say this name. I don't care. Normal people call her Mary, but I'm a glutton for punishment. So I always say hi to Uilani Ku'ule, who's out from Hawaii. So
Ooh, cool.
Here is my wife saying hello to everybody. She's on here.
Hi.
Taryn knows her very well.
Hi, wifey.
Yeah, see? And Miss Kathy saying hi. And there's going to be a lot of people that pop in to say hi. Let me go check, folks, because it looks like we have Megan back. Megan, are you hearing us? Hi, Megan.
Megs.
Meg. Can you use a tablet or like a laptop?
Nikki said hi, wifey, to Taryn. So
I stare. She said, Megan said, so she said it's not allowing her to.
It keeps telling me microphone function not allowed.
Microphone function not allowed. Can you use a tablet, Meg?
I think she's at softball with she's probably at softball. Yeah.
Vehicle. So
Yeah.
To the Hawaii, I just have to say to the Hawaii, Melikaliki Maka is a.
Oh, Darren.
I love that song. It's one of my favorite Christmas
Good
songs.
song.
Mm-hmm.
So Megan is seeing us, but she's not hearing us, and we are seeing her, but not hearing her.
She's saying that her cell phone is not allowing her to go to to change it to allow microphone access.
Well, that's weird. I don't know what she did.
Neither does she.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. Yes, I know.
I wish she had a tablet. I know, Maggie.
Just look pretty, Maggie.
That's it. She does a good job of that.
Tell her to sit there as a silent member.
That's it. This is our time to talk shit about her.
You remember how wasn't it Jay and Silent Bob?
Oh yeah. I'm thinking of Harpo Marx. He's so cute.
He is.
She can't retaliate, so
no, that's right. That's our moment.
Sign language.
Wonder if she does Bluetooth. Wonder if she could hook up to her car Bluetooth. Maybe
Oh,
she's hooked up to her Bluetooth. and
I
that's
don't
it.
think she has a Bluetooth in her car. No.
Oh.
Hold on.
Hello.
All
Look
right.
this up, Megan.
So just
You
tell her we're
have-
going to say lots of things specifically about her, but she has to watch the playback in order to hear what it was, and then we just
There
won't
you go.
hear it all. And just
So
learn-
we could say that Megan does all kinds of crazy shit and
That's
she can't
right.
argue it.
She's the crazy
She's like,
one.
no.
So Megan
Hi,
wants to stop in and
Megan.
say hi.
Hi.
I don't know how to comment on here.
Okay,
So.
so thank you, Robert, to hook up with the Paranormal Peaches. Taryn, you have Bluetooth if so unhook it. Hey, maybe she can read the message. Taryn, Megan, do you have Bluetooth if so unhook it? So let's see.
Okay.
She's looking at it. Oh, now she's waving by. I don't know if she's waving by or hi.
I think she's just hanging.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, we have people recommending all kinds of things. You know, like, hey, try the audio settings.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Vic.
But so
It's usually in the studio setting.
and like just random things and just letting her do whatever she's doing. Oh, she's gone now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get a message to Taryn, and Taryn will play it out loud for us. And Megan said I can't do anything with it, so if she does that, just tell her to come on and look pretty and just just laugh randomly and stuff like that. So
I love it. I love it.
if she sees us start laughing, she can just start laughing too. And serious, so just tell her to catch up. So, hi Victor, how you doing? Anyways, I'm gonna go back to this now since I have
Yeah.
a lot of you here.
Yeah.
So this is almost all the peaches, minus one, right? Minus one.
Yes. Minus one.
Minus
Yeah,
one.
maybe.
She popped in and said hello. So maybe she was just too busy. She was to make an appearance and then left. And she's just faking not being able to hear us. But for the rest of the peaches, hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
The beginning
Yeah.
is very standard for me. This is how stuff happens on the show. It's very informal. It's very. I literally have to sit here with shungite and stuff like that by my computer so I don't break it. It disconnects a lot when stuff like that happens. And with this much energy at once, oh my goodness, I'm so
Feminine power.
maybe all focused on
Peach power.
Megan. Maybe that's what it was. So,
Yeah.
but so I warned a couple of you about this, that you were here. So I don't care who, I don't care all of you, one of you, whatever you want to do, but do me a favor and someone introduce the peaches, how you got started and what it is that you all do, because as we have learned, not everybody reads my write-ups. They just look at the pretty pictures.
All that work.
We are not paranormal
Damn it.
of peaches.
Right.
Yeah. I don't even know what that meant, but okay.
Lassie,
Wait,
take it away.
what did it say? We are not what?
I couldn't, it was hard to follow.
I read-
Let's see. Taryn. So,
Jocelyn,
I mean,
go.
yeah, so
You go ahead.
there's six. Okay, so how we started, it's I don't know I do know the exact moment, but we're not going to fully get into that exact moment. So we've all kind of met each other eclectically. Like I met Kim first in the paranormal world, but I had already known Dana, and then Lauren. I met you. I don't even know how many years ago, and
Oh
then
God,
we met-
2017.
yeah, something like exactly.
Yeah,
Okay,
at the
Shanley, at the Shanley, and then I met Megan at Penhurst not long after, and Taryn, I think, before that, at some really crazy party we went to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So right, and so basically, all of us have had a love of the paranormal singularly, and have been on teams individually and some together at one point or another. And what happened was, as we kind of met and then kind of came together again, we really bonded with the like, even though we all met separately, when we essentially got together for one particular event, we were officially in love. We were
Yeah.
officially in love. Yeah.
When Peaches assembled, we fell
The
in love.
Peaches assemble, right? Peaches assemble. So, and I mean that. And the love of the paranormal is really what I mean. Obviously, we've all developed super, super close friendships, but it's our love
Yeah.
of the paranormal that has brought us together
Truth.
in one way or another. And it's a lot of fun. And truthfully, we are a group of women who keep it together. We have, we're very, very tight knit. What happens to one is truly happening to all. You won't hear drama from us. You won't have any problems. We've got each other, and so we were pretty lucky.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years of
Okay.
this growing into a group of really cool.
Yeah.
One big
I wanna
peach.
respect that. I wanna
Yeah.
piggyback that. Like, I don't think I've ever felt this love for a group of like. I'm like literally like the best thing I can explain is like when Jossie, your surprise 50th birthday party was like
Mm,
I mean,
that
it
was
was
great.
just how excited we get when we see each other and we're together. We have so much fun together. Like the paranormal just is a plus. Like we love
Yes.
doing that stuff together, but and we just it's just like we're gonna see each other this weekend and like and it's just gonna start to just keep all year long. We just cannot wait to get together. It's like
Yeah.
It's a
like
sisterhood. Really.
yeah, we it's the friendship. It's a sisterhood. There's not
Yeah.
yeah.
We vent together. And like I said, the what happens here stays here. You vent whatever you want, and it stays safe. And that's a really special thing.
Yeah.
And we
I
don't
mean, I
drink
know
or
that-
party at all.
No.
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 I know that if I said I need you guys, that's
Yeah.
all I would have to say. And even though they
Yeah.
live 2 hours, 1 hour away, they would be there.
We'll be
Without
there. Peaches
So true.
Peaches assemble. Thanks
Yep.
to Kim. Peaches assemble.
That's right.
We're better than the Avengers. We are the
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
So I have a question. I'm actually gonna try to control this tonight. I doubt it's gonna happen. Good Lord. Luckily I have 8 older sisters. I have 8 older sisters, so I've done this before. So and I've lost every single time. So I don't expect anything different. But one question. Why peaches?
Well, that's on a need to know basis. We'll tell you after the show.
Wait, what are you asking? What are you asking? No, I'm kidding.
name.
Where the
I'm
name,
kidding.
where the name came from.
Gosh.
I mean, I won't. I don't know.
I think correct me if I'm wrong. Kim might be able to know this a little bit better because she named we were in a chat and it was us with some guys in the chat. So remember it was peaches and bananas. It was just a joke. And then the guys left and then it was just peaches. And then Megan made us cups with peaches on it. Right? Is that how it went? I don't know. It just
Okay.
Hold on a second.
I'll go with that one.
Okay. We're gonna go with that, but I'm just gonna I'm gonna back it up a minute. So we were all together, and this is literally like right before I met Taryn. We were at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut together, and we were having a really vivid conversation, which was so much fun. And Peaches came up as a name. And we kind of were like, the Peaches, we're going to call each other the Peaches.
So cute.
It was so cute. And so, yes, Megan made, like, I had these cups made from Megan, which are the best cups in the world,
so
with
true.
Peaches, kind of as like a joke, but it actually became something that solidified us. And so it's honestly started as a joke, but it's the most special thing in the world.
Yeah, to us.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Agreed.
We'll go with that.
That works.
But just in case, I did throw up the parental advisory.
Yeah. Like if my daughter's
And we'll
watching, we
leave
don't
it-
need to know.
Right. We'll leave it right there.
Yeah, I think your son is in the room somewhere. It ends now.
So fun.
Yeah, it was.
Well, that's good. So we're reaching, and Dana, you're a liar, by the way. I'm just calling you out right now, liar. When she said, which I'm only simply saying that because I have seen the pictures, I've seen the evidence. Alcohol is involved a lot. Just throwing that out.
They made
Not
me do
not
it. They make me
on
do
an
it.
investigation.
Not
but-
on
Oh,
an
no.
Right. Right.
Not while we're
No.
investigating.
I could.
Not while, yeah.
Now I will
Keep
tell
to
you.
yourself.
I,
A little flask.
little,
You know.
little thing she sneaks in every once in a while. So I really wish that we had Megan on here too, because there is a video that is out there that I laugh at every freaking time I happen to
Where
catch it.
he's going with this.
Which
And-
one?
I know, my God. Which one?
Oh,
I'm going
gosh.
there. And it is of trying to get Taryn off the air mattress.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
That was great.
I wasn't at that.
I've never
at
seen
that
an
She
location,
took
but
flight.
That was
Like
funny.
She took flight that night.
I did.
That was a fantastic
Yeah.
video.
It's one of the best
I know.
ever.
Yeah,
I
that was really funny.
It was a great weekend between the
That was a
fun,
great
the
weekend.
evidence, everything.
Yeah, that was a cool
Yeah.
location.
It
Yeah.
was.
Okay.
That was the Sweet Estate. I
Sweet
recommend it.
Mhm.
Highly recommend
Yeah.
it if you've never been there.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
all the image, because you guys took a lot of pictures there and everything else, and then that video made its way in. But that is a
Oh,
perfect example to show in still image as well as video of what it's like for you all to be together on an investigation.
yes. Yes.
Just everything that happened
Yes.
at that point was amazing to watch. So it shows the level that you are all basically.
Mentally at.
I mean, we
that-
have that. We have
Oh.
like, we showed up to the Bigfoot thing with the big Bigfoot.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
That was
Dana's
so great.
creation.
That
was
was
the
so
best.
great.
Martha Stewart can kiss my ass. Martha Stewart.
Yep. That was so great.
Can I just
Yes.
can I just say that
Yes.
Dana worked tirelessly, say
Yes.
it really quickly
Yes.
on this Bigfoot. It took her. I mean, she literally hand stitched
Yeah.
hands, feet. Like,
Yes.
I
She
mean,
did.
He even
The
had peaches
creation
around
was-
his mouth.
Yeah.
That was
it was unbelievable.
that's so
And the
great.
entrance to the Bigfoot with that tied to the roof was just classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
We drove around-
Yeah.
We
Yes.
drove
Went
around
down in
all
history.
weekend with
Yes.
that thing on our golf cart.
And
And
then
everyone
I
was
shared another video of us when we first went to the Hinsdale house when we had all of our we all chose a color.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That was so fun.
That was fun.
great.
Yeah.
That was a lot
That
of
was so
candy that
fun.
weekend. A lot of junk
Oh.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
That
a
was
lot
so
of shit
fun.
went down.
Yeah.
I
It-
have to say that when we go to places, like our energy together is so full
Yes.
of like laughter and love.
Yeah.
And like, isn't it? I think it
Yeah.
does help to enhance the things that happen when we're at locations because
Yes.
together
I think it creates an energy.
oh for sure. I mean I've been to Selma Mansion. I think I investigated Selma Mansions a total of 8 times. And the first 6 to 7 times, you know, things may have happened, whatever, but then that last time we all went together and I was getting disembodied voices on my live video. You know what I'm
I
saying? Like
remember that. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's just I think we as a group, because of how good we
Yes.
are together, I think and we
Good
laugh.
energy. Yeah.
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 helps.
Yeah, we really.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like you can't. I feel like you can't investigate a location. For me, I can't personally. I if you don't have like a good vibe and a good feeling and a good energy, I just feel like
Right.
if things are off, it makes the investigation feel off, and it
Mhm.
doesn't ever go the way I want it to go.
Or
That's why
I
I put
agree.
small, tight knit
True.
groups,
Yeah.
so that there's no external shit going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or it just shuts down because even the energy in the house is like, no, this is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's happened to us a couple of times. But so I'm gonna get all the boring, normal random questions out of the way. So,
Yeah.
best piece of equipment that you have used to get information with.
Are we going
Or-
around and saying, or is this like a group?
Yeah. Go around.
The roll
Taryn.
around
Yeah, that's
robin?
a good idea, Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all going to say the same.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I know, right?
Recorder. Yeah.
Recorder.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah.
recorder.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love my
I'm
static
gonna- I'm
dome
gonna-
too.
I'm gonna say myself in the recorder.
Yeah.
Like to
Myself,
capture,
right?
That's
Okay.
true.
to capture
Yeah.
things, the recorder,
Right.
but I rely on myself more than I do any
Your
piece of equipment.
senses.
And
Right.
listen,
I
I
love the
love gadgets and toys more than
Yeah.
anybody in the world. Whether you rely on them wholly is a whole different thing. I mean, I think it's a piece of a
Right.
puzzle, and they tease me all the time because the big joke is the first person who creates like a REM pod that shoots glitter, I'll buy it.
Dana's gonna get it.
I have
Yes.
fun with these things. I find them very fun, but of course, there's just nothing like an intelligent EVP or that kind of a
Right.
response
Or
that
this
really
device, my
works.
ears.
True.
I do like the recorder, but I also
my
like the
ears.
static dome from Bob
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
Gina.
Gina.
I get a
Oh,
kick out
yeah.
of that. Yeah,
The
I really
best.
do.
I love it too. We've had so much fun with that. We've had so many
Yeah.
responses. I mean, that's usually like the first piece I pop out. I
Yeah,
love it. Like right in the
it's
center room.
fun.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
it just lights up and it just I don't know. We've had such great evidence with that. I love it.
Yes.
And a recorder and the REM pods. My God, how many pieces of equipment do we have, guys?
Too many.
Dana? Dana, how
many.
many?
A lot. And I just obtained Steve Barry made me some Peach Ghost REMs and motion detectors, and I have new things, girls, I haven't showed you yet.
We love new things.
We love new toys.
Oh
Yes. Yes.
Megan, are we hearing you now?
I think that
Hey, Megan.
honestly though, with that being said, like I think that ourselves are the best, but of course with the recorders, which we can always rely on
Can you hear
Taryn
us?
to place recorders everywhere. She's always got a recorder going, which is super important. I think
Yes.
for every room, that way we can compare this room to that room to this timestamp to that timestamp. I think that recorder is
100%.
important. But I think that the equipment going off in succession with each other to kind of like support what we're getting maybe on a recorder. Burst sessions are my favorite because we can always ask
100%.
questions
Oh,
and get
I
Oh, the
love that.
burst. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Bursts are
absolutely.
good.
Yeah.
I love it.
And the bursts are good too because we'll be bursting. I gotta tell you, I'm not going to mention location. However, when we were at this one location, when we were doing that EVP session, we thought we caught an EVP on the recorder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember? And we were to stop it and
Upstairs.
rewind it, and it wasn't there.
Right.
And I was like, wait a
That was
second.
wild.
And then I stopped my recorder, rewound it, and it was on my recorder. So we actually heard a disembodied voice that was answering the question when we were replaying the EVP.
Oh,
We're not
burst.
saying the location.
No.
Okay.
No.
Fair enough.
But now you threw me off. My ADHD.
Spit it out.
Zinga.
It happens that quickly. But we all heard it. It
Squirrel.
was like,
I feel like we're on an investigation right now.
So I don't know if everyone saw the message, but Megan said that she can hear us and she is watching us live.
right. So
Yay.
So
All right, good. I'm glad she's on.
I feel like I should just put this out there too, because I think a lot of people get the wrong idea when they see like, oh, they're just a bunch of idiots like going to a bunch of girls and they're like laughing and having a good time and blah blah blah, and they're not taking it seriously. That's actually the farthest thing and the most opposite thing from the truth that we could say is, yes, we have a lot of fun, yes, we joke around, but when it comes to investigating and taking the location seriously, that's something that is
100%.
super important to us.
Mhm.
So
100%.
just
Yeah.
putting that out there that yes, we have a lot of fun and we're great friends and we do dumb things and say silly things and whatever, but we are 100% dedicated to what we do
Yeah.
and take it.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, this is what we all met. This is how we all met. The love of the paranormal.
yeah, and I think if people pay attention to words coming out of my mouth and they actually start going to watch you guys afterwards, or stuff that you've already done, and they go out and look at the sites, they'll pay attention that's the absolute truth, Kim. You guys are dead set on absolutely making sure that you are legit in what you do with the paranormal. The fun stuff comes with it, but
Right.
normal is the research is the no shit research. I'm glad I put that up there now. Is the no shit research that you guys are doing, because
Right.
it is the love of the paranormal that
Yes.
always
Yeah,
brings
sure.
you guys to that one location back and forth again, or something new, and it's cool to hang out, but you can hang out anywhere. But
Yes.
when you do the paranormal investigation, you're there for the paranormal investigation, but you're there together.
Together, yes.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
So fun.
Absolutely.
I mean, even when we don't have paranormal stuff, we do always, we will hang out and be together. Not even when it's not paranormal.
Right. But it's but I'm happy you said that, Kim, because I said it in the beginning when you were all backstage. I stalk you. I freely say that. And I stalk what the Peaches do because I like to pay attention to what you do.
Oh, you said stalked. I thought you said stopped.
Stalking you. So Taryn knows this is how I research people. I basically stalk the hell out of them to get the background of them and everything else before I have her show. So, and she can explain that off air if she wants to because of what I used to do for a living and everything else. Not a stalker, but military. So just so we know. So I really paid attention to not only the images you guys do, but also a lot of the videos and the stuff you bring. So I knew, Kim, when you were saying that, it was nothing but truth because I watched it. I paid attention to it. And I want other people to know that that's how it works with your team. It's not just you guys sitting around outside in lawn chairs or on a fire.
We're not just pretty faces.
Right?
We're not just pretty faces and milfs. A lot more.
Or a guilt. I'm just saying.
Nice. But so now that you have and Kim, I'm with you. And this is going to lead me to the next question. I'm my best resource. How many on the team? And I'm looking dead at one person. Let's see if she figures out who it is. How many people on the team claim that they have ability or know that they have abilities, but don't really claim it out loud? Do we know?
Yes.
I mean, you guys do.
Sure.
How many of you just go, I have abilities? See, and she's turning around, see?
She is turning around, but she does. But I shit you not. That girl heard. She hears things that
she does.
we catch on a recorder. It's crazy.
Bionic ears.
You would think her ears are like Dumbo, the way she can hear shit.
It's true.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So luckily, Taryn and I have known each other the longest out of all of us. Out of and that I know you, but that's because Taryn knew me when I first developed my abilities 3 years ago. That's really how long ago it's been. It's only been 3 years. But back then, she would say things, and she's like, "But I don't have abilities." But the way she would say it, I'm like,
right.
So and I knew that she did that stuff, especially when it comes to her father. Oh my goodness, that's a big one for her. She knows a lot through that. So that's a big tell for her when she starts talking about her dad, because it really gives away that she has abilities when she does that. So Taryn, that's your tell, just so you know. Don't ever go to poker and talk about your dad because you would lose your ass. So
I mean, I'm super empathic, but I don't think that that's like an ability kind of thing. You know what I mean? I just feel like that's what I am in life.
Yeah.
I think it's all part of it.
So my wife has a question for you, and I knew she was going to ask this question. I just didn't want to steal her time.
Excuse me, Tom. My wife.
Sorry.
Karen's wife has a question.
My wife, your wifey, have a question. How's that?
Okay, that's good.
So, Nikki's asking, you all think that your high energy and great vibes help you get paranormal stuff happening, but have you ever shut down a place or get negative reactions from old-fashioned men who don't think women should talk? We've had.
Yes.
What did you guys say?
I did one time with Lauren. Lauren and I actually left the location. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, with the kids.
Right. We're not going to mention, right? No.
Yeah, we won't. I mentioned, but
just to.
I know. I think I know what location you're talking about, and that's the same thing that happened to me when my hair was pulled upstairs.
Yes.
Was it the same place? Oh, okay.
I was with you, next to you, Kim, when that happened. If you're talking about the same place.
Upstairs, and then downstairs, it was like something like it sounded like, this is the best way I could describe it, a transformer like blew up in my ear, like when we were downstairs, and I was like, nobody else heard it from me.
I think we're going to have to talk about which place later. I don't quite remember, but I do know that we left. Everything in me.
It was
screamed,
weird.
Time to go. And we did it at the same time.
That was my first investigation.
Yeah. Was your.
Yes.
Okay. Not for the place.
That was my coming out party. I'm like, gee, this is. I was looking for like a creaky door, but I'm like, I think I got a little fucking too much happening right now. It's like so crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'll say it, because Tom, despite what some may believe, we don't go out and trash places or people because that's
100%.
not who we
Oh
are.
my gosh, never.
So
100%.
that's
Well-
why we're keeping it under wraps, because
Well,
that's not what we do, and that's not who we are, despite what some may or may not say. And I don't
Right.
And I actually know that story, so just so we're aware. Like I said, I really researched the heck out of y'all. And Nikki brought that up because we were at a location, and she started asking questions, and a male voice came through and said, "Not you." Like it basically shut her down.
Oh,
Like, no, not the women. The women are not allowed to talk. This is not where you're supposed to be at. And we were
That's
sitting
cool.
and we were sitting in the area in the in the olden times when like women would go off to the room and men would go off to like to the cigar room and stuff like that. And we were in that room. She asked the question and they're like, "No, not you." Like it's
Karen
just,
and I are ready to live there.
Yeah.
Right, Karen?
Yes,
We're ready to live like that
absolutely.
again.
I said, who in the heck wanted women's equals right to work? First of all, let's just start there. I don't want to work.
I want to stay home all day.
yeah. Megan's kicking in with I was smacked on the back of the head at a location where women were prostitutes.
That was my next thing. I was going to say that. I know exactly where you're talking about.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing like that's ever happened to me. I
Me
mean,
either.
I've never, knock on wood,
No,
I've
Yeah.
never,
no, never been
anything
physically hit. Eh,
like,
No.
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 I mean, I had a bear chase after
Oh
that.
my gosh, you have to tell that story. That is such a great story.
This sounds like story time.
That's,
It was a crazy
oh
story.
my god.
That was at one of our favorite locations.
Favorite.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's say.
Can we
Favorite.
say
Absolutely.
this location?
Yeah,
We'll be
let's say
going
it.
back to
Yeah.
an
Hinsdale.
My
Yeah.
favorite.
Favorite
Yeah.
location.
Right. Can't wait to go back.
Listen, the only reason I didn't mention the other
Okay.
location is because
Right.
I am not talking to that person
Okay,
anymore. So
okay,
I'm not
okay.
trying-
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm trying-
Okay.
That's it. Any other locations we can mention. but-
Hinsdale was insane, off the charts.
Oh, yeah.
Very fight or flight at a few times moments.
Yeah, that's a good
We're
way to put
actually
it.
going back April.
Yep.
We're scheduled for
It
April.
wasn't there.
Yeah, I saw something. Someone said something about Hinsdale, and you guys like, yeah, we're going back. So I saw
Yeah.
something on the Peaches page that says something about that. So
I mean, that place is amazing. It's
Yeah.
totally
It really is.
Yeah.
I went there. I like grudgingly went. For Megan kept trying to get me to go for a long time, and I'm like, I heard all this bad stuff about it. Not bad meaning it was horrible, meaning that it was a bear.
Megan
Not me,
stayed there by
Megan.
herself before too.
Yes, she's a
Listen,
warrior.
I hear like a lot of negative stuff happening, and I am. If anybody knows me, I am like I want nothing but Casper in my life. I don't want to with anything else, right? Just give me Casper the Friendly Ghost all day long, and I'm good. And so I eventually did go, and I'm surprised at myself. They went to dinner, and I stayed back for 2 hours by myself. I was like, I'm gonna
like, I'm doing this. You're
I'm gonna
you're
address them,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And it
I'm like-
actually was very quiet the whole time they were gone. There was nothing. I didn't even get a UVP. I got nothing.
That's
you know?
because it saved it. That's because it saved everything for when we got back that night.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that night.
Yeah.
It was
That night was
wild.
insane.
Yeah.
Ooh, Kim was a
It really
badass.
was.
There was something that happened upstairs, and we were all downstairs. We were laughing about something, but in the middle of our laughing, it sounded like a chair was dragged across the floor. And in that moment, everybody's looking at each other like, "Who's
Yeah,
going to
we're
go
like,
up?" And we're all like, "I'm not going up."
Yeah,
And Kim
let's
was
go.
like,
Yeah,
"I'm
Karen's
going
train
up."
went off too. Karen's motion detector train went off too.
Everything
Yep.
was going off.
Yeah.
And Kim walked her ass up there,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "You're so brave."
I know.
Like, love you, Kim.
nervous.
Go for it, Kim.
I was a little nervous. I went upstairs and I
But
was
you
like,
did it.
"No."
But you did it.
You did it. You totally did it.
Yeah, and then back down the stairs like,
Oh my God.
And then
So
there was,
great.
when we were all getting ready to go to sleep, and
Oh man.
Dana and Kim were sleeping in a room that
Like-
the room you walk in, the kitchen's right here. And then
Mike's
to the
room,
right is
right?
the door.
Mike's
Yeah.
good memory.
Mike's
And then
room.
to the left is the laundry room. Is the living room. All of us are in the living room except for Dana and Kim. They were in this one room. So we're sitting there, and all of a sudden we hear somebody walking in the kitchen, and we had all these baskets of food on the table. We could hear like the paper rustling, and I wasn't looking because I thought eventually whoever it is was going to come into the living room and sit down. And
No,
talk
we
to us,
turn. We
while
did
we're
turn around and talk and look after that, and we're both like,
talking.
"What the fuck?"
Eventually.
It's like, whatever you're getting, bring me one.
And Kim and Dana are passed
Yeah.
out, sleeping.
Yeah, but we didn't even have to go in there. We were watching. I'm like, "Who's in there?" I'm like, "We can't see anybody." It was
That was weird, right?
crazy.
That was really, really creepy. It was great.
So
Creepy in a
Yeah,
really good
creepy.
way.
Yes.
I love
Very
how
good
they
way.
have that hole. There's that hole in the ceiling. So
Yeah.
Yes.
when the lights are going off up there, you see it.
You could see
reflecting through there. So we're
Mhm.
sitting there. It was like a laser light show. We're like, why are all of these lights going off? Like, all different colors are coming through that
They also
hole.
have
It was so crazy.
It was so wild.
They also have don't they have what's hanging from the vent?
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
there was
remember.
something hanging, and then that
Like
little
that?
toy.
Wind chime.
And what
Oh,
about
yeah.
that little toy upstairs? That little round ball that
The
kind of rocks back and
yeah.
it makes that weird
Yeah.
little like baby
Yeah.
bell. Oh, it's
You
creepy.
hear it.
Oh, it's so
Oh.
creepy. I love it.
So the wind chime also
Yeah,
went
yeah,
going.
yeah, that's
You
right.
hear the wind chime going.
Yeah,
It was crazy. The bear was the craziest,
That's
the scariest thing in my life
nuts.
ever to date. Did somebody ever ask me what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you on an investigation? That is it. And I literally cried. I was crying. So I was so scared for 30 seconds. I ran into there.
Oh,
I ran over Megan, and I was like, that's a bear, and I took off.
Yeah.
but Dana, what about
Let's-
that EVP that we caught?
That's still my
That was
favorite
phenomenal.
EVP.
Probably the
because
best EVP.
100%.
It was
So
so
good.
responsive to the situation.
Some
We were
said
there.
Tom can't get a word in. It's true. It's true.
Tom's
But
not
he
even trying
prepared
anymore.
himself for that. He even said that.
Oh wait, Tom's here. Wait, oh hey,
You're not going to guilt me into not
Tom.
telling my story.
All right, hold on,
when we
Dana. Tell
first
them about
got
this.
there-
Yeah.
When we first got there, we were, you're always a little overexcited to get evidence. So it was like an hour and nothing was happening. And that's when Lauren and we said, all right, guys, go investigate by the tree, by the pond, but just get the fuck out. Okay. Because I think it's just too much. And they leave. And within 2 seconds, Lauren and I said, okay, let's do a burst. The first question we said, does it ever overwhelm you when so many people are in the room? Play it back. They got out. Like you can hear it across the room. You don't need a headphone. If I played it on my phone right now, you'd hear they got out. We're like, what the?
Yeah, it was so clear.
And then the floodgates open and there was more evidence than I've ever seen, but it just took like an hour. And that was the mark of
Oh,
everything.
Crazy.
that was a
Yeah.
big fish. That was a
Karen has
big
the
fish.
EVP, right?
Yes.
Hold on, I'll play it. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it.
Yeah, we did one where I was watching like this on video, and I was watching a group at Edinburgh Manor over in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and the basement had too many people in it, and there was a boy that was down there. He was autistic. He was a spirit. And I was able to watch him, and he was rocking, and he was doing this. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, too much, too loud, too much, too loud.
Aw.
So I had to kind of control through the video, like said, hey, you guys are like freaking out a kid down there. And they're like,
Yeah.
and it was funny because a lot of people that had me watching did not know that I could watch through video and actually pick up stuff through video. And so like, what are you talking about? And then the person who asked me to come on is like, yeah, he can actually watch through video and watch what's going on. So then I started talking to him and he completely calmed down. Like when they started asking him questions and the way he wanted them one by one, then they actually started getting stuff from him. So it's really cool how you have to understand that too many people can just overwhelm spirit. It's,
Sure. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Just
So-
like the living. People say that all the time. Oh, you don't get any evidence. I go, how many times does someone call you and you're like, you swipe to voicemail? Like sometimes you're just not down for it, And I think it's the same.
Yeah.
So
And
true.
I think that's another good part about us too, is we have so many different experiences through so many different investigations and in life and in our occupations. And like I'm a special ed teacher, so that's something that I would do. Jossie's a dental hygienist. You know what I mean? Like Dana does foundations for cancer patients, like Taryn does, like Lauren. We all have our
Yoga.
specific,
Yeah.
like,
Right.
thing. And so we bring all of that to the table and we can relate, and we all have these experiences from, and just our, I think we're all
Professional.
a certain, you know what I mean? So we all feel a certain thing, and it just comes together so cohesively. Like,
Yeah.
so
What she said.
yeah, I don't.
And sometimes we get a little crazy, and like I think our energy can get a little bit kooky, and
Chaotic.
And then I yell at
honestly,
everybody.
but that's my point, is like there's always one of us to kind of be like, all right, get it together.
That's usually me.
It feels out of control.
It's usually Dana.
It is, but it's
Dana's usually telling me and you to shut up.
But
Yeah.
she's right.
Yeah.
When it feels out of control, it's out of control, and it's got to be wrangled in. But like that's how we roll, and it's so great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It works.
I also think being all females, that not having a masculine presence sometimes works to our advantage, because
Yeah.
I think they could be intimidating to the spirit world. I
Sure.
personally think that. So I do think that brings something a little unique to the table. And there's times where we've
Yeah.
had men with us, and I feel like
It's not right.
we don't. It's
Yeah.
a different dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah. I completely relate to that.
Megan, sorry. She goes, actually, it's shut the fuck up, because that is usually what I yell.
It is true.
Thank you, Megan.
It is true.
I mean, you did put the advisory on. People had to have
Yes.
known.
Result, we're clean. We're good. So we can go right. So Taryn looks like she's done actually doing the office work because she put her glasses on top of her head. So did you find the EVP?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Hold on. I didn't know we were.
The whole reason we were waiting.
Okay.
Which EVP is she
Oh,
pulling?
okay.
I
The
think it's
Hinsdale from you and
Hinsdale.
Lauren.
Hinsdale.
Oh.
I mean, there's so many, but
Oh,
this
yeah.
was the one.
This was a good one.
This was when they said to you, you hear they got out. All right, tell me if you guys can hear it or not hear it.
Okay, so it's just the two of us in the room. Soon to be the three. It's Dana and Lauren. Does it ever overwhelm you when so many people are in the room all trying to talk to you?
Did you hear it?
No. Wait, what was
No.
that? Didn't it sound like a dog?
It sounds like
Kinda
Stephanie's moaning.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
it
hear it.
does. I heard that it was a
No,
dog.
I heard it clear. I don't know if everybody's audio is different,
go
but
ahead.
I heard it pretty clear.
Did you hear?
I can hear something, but I couldn't hear that.
I didn't hear it.
Oh,
No, I
did
didn't
you
hear
play
it.
that? Yeah.
You have to listen to after they were speaking. There's a pause, and then there's
It's just the two of us in the room. Soon to be the three. It's Dana and Lauren. Does it ever overwhelm you when too many people are in the room all trying to talk to you?
Oh,
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. But in real life, it's like so loud, so clear. It's
I'm trying to see if I'm like where my speaker is. If
Yeah.
I'm in the right spot here.
it's
Is
hard to
Roscoe with you?
read
Why do
that.
I hear Roscoe?
someone is moaning.
I don't know.
Yeah, I hear it. It sounds like a doggy.
It was not me.
My dog
Kitty.
next to me is snoring.
Oh,
maybe-
that's
maybe
right.
it's-
Okay, it
could
might
be
have been
Webster.
him, Webster.
I could
Yeah.
mute mine if you want to play it
He
again.
bongs
No, it's not.
Webster.
Yeah, Hinsdale was definitely a really good weekend for us. Sweet Estates was a awesome
Yeah,
weekend.
that was
for
wild.
us.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
good.
gosh.
We're actually going back to Hinsdale in April, and then one of the days during the day we're going to be at Rolling Hills Asylum.
So
Mhm.
excited. I've never been there. So
Oh,
excited.
you're gonna love it. You're gonna
Never
love
been.
it.
Yes,
It's
Jerry.
phenomenal.
Yay!
So
Yay!
outside of, how do I put this halfway nicely? Um,
No need to put it nicely, but
Don't
okay.
put it nicely.
Do it,
Yeah.
baby.
Do
outside
it.
of going to locations that feel like they had intentional misgivings, information, stuff that maybe should not have been identified as an actual haunted location. Is there any other location or locations that are like that you'd be like, nope, either scared the hell out of you, something happened, or just like, I'm not going back?
Not for me.
Not yet. No, not for me.
No.
I will say there's one location for me that it's not that I won't go back. I will go back. But it was creepy when we were there. It was Lizzie Borden. It was creepy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was
Very
great.
creepy when we were there,
Yeah.
but I will go back.
Yeah.
that was great.
Love that.
I loved
That
it. I
was
would love to go
awesome.
It was
back.
good.
Yeah.
It was creepy, Kim. You're right.
I mean, we had one leave in the middle of the night, and then
Yeah.
everybody played like mattress Jenga. Like nobody wanted to sleep in the rooms except for me. I
That would
slept
be
in one by
me.
myself.
Well, that's
What
what I've
about
never
Jane?
seen.
And I, we were in Lizzie
They
Borden's room.
all
We're like,
they
I'll give you a
all
little. I'll
pulled
give
their
you a little
mattresses out
backstory if
in
you
like
want
the
it,
middle of the
real
floor,
quick.
and I'm like, what?
Do you want a backstory real quick of like a couple things that happened there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Story time. Come on, Kim.
Go, Kim. Go,
Hi.
go.
I
There's a
mean,
lot of great things.
This was like a very long night, so I'm just going to keep it like quick. But things were happening like electronic wise, which we don't necessarily always say is paranormal because that could be electrical things going on. But there were fans turning on, lights going on and off. There were things like that, which is not a big thing to us. But so just to preface that, so we had something go on in the basement where somebody apparently was grabbed, hair was pulled. She acted, I'm just going to be like blunt. She acted all kinds of psychotic and had to be like taken out of the house. It wasn't one of us. Had to be like
We don't
taken
act like that.
and had
Not
I
yet.
just run from bears. I act psychotic when that happens.
no, but it was like bad. She was like an out of body experience, like
Hey.
acting crazy. Like I've actually never seen someone act
Yeah.
crazy before.
But she did get burned on the back of her neck. She had a huge welt on the
Right.
back here. Something did happen to her.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
not saying
happen.
it didn't happen. It just, she was
Yeah,
new.
we don't know
at
because
that.
it was in the
Yeah.
dark, and she claimed that she was either scratched or hit or something. So we don't know because she was behind us actually. And when that all happened, and then she started to freak out, but it was not a normal freak out. Like, oh my god, get that off me! It was like
she was
it was like
she was traumatized by whatever
yeah,
happened
it was
to her.
like it was a little bit out
For
of body.
sure.
We got multiple EVPs that night, and I'm talking
all
like
night.
Class A,
Mhm.
like on burst, Class A playback, like answers to our questions. In the middle, so we were all sleeping in the middle of the night. This was the creepiest thing. We all were in different rooms of the house, different bedrooms. Lizzie Borden's room, the sister's room. There was people upstairs, whatever. We were all sound asleep. At the exact time, it was, what was it, 4 something or 5 something?
Yeah.
I don't remember the time, but
Yes,
It was
I forgot about
the
that.
sun was up. The sun was coming up, so it was
it
probably
was.
about 5-ish.
So we were all sound asleep at the exact same time in the middle of the night. All of us sat straight up in our beds, literally like it was something, because we all heard like what sounded like loud, like super loud chimes or banging or something was going off, and it was not an alarm clock. It wasn't like that kind of
Yeah, it
sound.
wasn't a phone. All right.
We couldn't debunk it. We asked the owner or the people that run it. We tried to get to the bottom of it. We couldn't, but we all sat straight up in our bed like somebody, like I know I sat straight up in my bed like someone pulled me up, like wide awake, like holy shit, what was that? And I thought I was the only one that heard it because I was sleeping by myself. And then Lauren and Jossie were sleeping by themselves.
I was snuggled with Lauren.
Yeah, we were holding hands.
Dana sat straight up in her bed.
Yep.
The people upstairs sat straight up in their beds, and
It was very unusual. I remember that.
But it was all at the same exact time, and it was during the night where we were all sound asleep. So that was creepy. There was just a lot of like.
And then in the morning, do you remember when that old-fashioned music started playing and we couldn't find the source of that either?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was just a lot of creepy, unsettling things, but I'm not saying I wouldn't go back because I would.
Oh, I would go back in a minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you have to because Megan said she hasn't been there, so you have to go.
Yeah,
As long as I can sleep with Lauren.
I mean,
I gotta sleep with Lauren.
We could definitely set
All
that
right.
up.
I have never been to Lizzie Borden
well, there
either.
you go.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, we gotta get you there.
What an experience.
That was the weekend. That was the weekend the Peaches were officially created.
That's
It was the
right.
weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
That's
Oh
right.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yes, it was because
was,
we were
yeah.
at Mohegan.
Yes.
Got it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh man, that was
Yeah.
so fun.
We
That
got to
was
go
so
back
fun.
there. Somebody put it on the list because Dory forgets everything, but we'll go back there.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think we can all agree collectively that one of our other favorite places ever on the planet is Penhurst.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
I
God.
think we can
Hands
all
down.
agree with that.
Hands down. Hands down.
Amazing. Amazing.
So
And Gettysburg for me, but yes,
Gettysburg
and
for you.
Gettysburg, yeah, definitely.
One places.
Yeah.
this may surprise you, Kim, but to this day, whenever somebody says, "What is your favorite place?" as crazy as it sounds, my mind always goes back to the place that your mom sent us to,
Oh,
that
yeah.
like 1700s
Flemington.
poorhouse in Flemington, because that was one of the
Oh,
most
that was
profound
awesome.
experiences
That was a
I ever
crazy
had in that
place.
basement. I walk down in the basement and I see a guy standing there, and I'm looking at my teammates and I'm realizing nobody else is seeing this guy. Remember, Chelsea? Like,
Yes.
anybody see that
Yes.
fucking guy in the corner?
Yes.
I couldn't believe it, and I don't understand why I see him then and why I can't see it another time. And there's no rhyme or
Yeah.
reason to why you can have an experience and then another year will go by and you're not having anything. So that guy
Nothing.
was right there. It
Yep.
freaked me
That was-
out, but in
that
a
was-
good way.
The house was a poorhouse.
Yes.
I think it was the 17 or 1800s. I forget when the time period
Right.
was. So my mom's fiance he's a realtor. He was selling the house. We had permission from the owners to go in the house before it was sold because they were uneasy with what was going on there, because not that they were scared, but they knew something was going on for the years that they were living there. So we had permission to go in before the house was sold to go investigate it. And if we could clear anything out and we wanted to, they were all about that as well. So that's the backstory.
Never cleared them all out. So much.
Several people, I was one of them, saw something down the hall. Dana saw something in the basement. We all got EVPs. The
It
house
was wild.
extremely active.
And
Extremely.
it was huge. What a huge house.
Yeah.
It just went on and on. It was like
It was so
room after
deceiving.
room.
Like
It
one
was-
hallway led to another hallway. It was
Yeah.
pretty wild.
It was like the Winchester house in Flemington.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was an
So cool.
That would be a cool
incredible
place to go.
location. And to
Yeah.
think that we just went there with zero expectations.
I know.
Just
I
trying
tell
to
you,
help out.
you know, guys, we could seriously write a book. We really should.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Yeah, I
collectively to put our stories together,
Yeah.
really should be, pen
Yeah.
on paper one day.
Where's
Yeah.
Where's the one collective place as a group that you would all like to go together that you haven't been to?
Oh gosh,
Good
we have such a wish
question.
list,
many.
right? There's so many.
many.
There's so many.
There's a few, but I
Um,
can't think of
Trans Allegheny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Trans
yeah.
Allegheny. Yeah.
I want to
And
go
I'd
to
love
the
to go to
Villisca.
Yes.
So we just went to Villisca, but I got a question
Ah.
for you. What happens if I don't limit you to the United States?
Oh,
I'd like to go to
okay.
Poveglia. What is that
Yes, in
island?
Italy.
Poveglia
Right.
Island.
In
I'd love
Italy,
to
yeah.
do that.
Yes,
No.
Yeah, that's
yes.
always been a place.
That's wild. I would love to. Yes. Yes.
When I
I'll
win
bring
the
my air
lottery,
mattress.
Kim, we're gonna treat you like Mr. T and just knock you out and take you
Wait,
over there.
wait, wait. My pick is Grand Castle. That's my pick.
Oh, I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that. Yeah.
I like that.
Ooh.
My pick would be the White House.
Oh, yeah. It's got some spooky
Okay.
history. It's got some
Oh,
spooky
yeah,
I know
it's
you
got a lot
said
of
not-
history, actually.
It definitely does. I'll do that.
But
Yeah.
Yep.
White House, and then I mean, even like out. I want to say west because I'm very geographically not.
Yeah,
that
you're
smart,
not.
But,
Yeah, but
I'm not.
No.
I want to say this is out west, but it might be more central USA or whatever this. But I definitely would love to go to like some of the like the McIntyre Villa.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's in
that's
Kansas.
right down in yeah, that's right south of me. We've been there. Yeah, that's a good place to go.
Oh, I'd love to go
Yeah.
there. And then the Bill Walters place. I'm drawing a blank in my head. What the heck is the name of that place?
Mm.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna be so mad
Oh,
at
no.
me.
You know what place I really wish I could have gone to is Bobby Mackey.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
it's down.
me
It's
too.
no more.
Yeah.
No more. So sad.
Yeah.
So Nikki
Never
is
got
throwing
that
it
chance.
out there for you two, or for the ladies, and I'm gonna even make it a better deal. If you travel out here to the Midwest, because we're in Omaha, Nebraska, we're just south of Omaha, Nebraska. So she says if you come out to, oops, I'm sorry. Geez, so many other people have already written in so far.
Love New Orleans.
If you come to Villisca, which is
Oh,
just
I'd
over,
love to go to Malvern.
Oh,
then you have to go to Melbourne.
Yes. Yes. I
Oh,
would
yeah.
love to go
Let's
to Malvern
go.
Manor.
Oh, my God. Let's
Definitely
go.
would love that.
And
Yes.
I may
Let's
regret
go.
this. I'm going to say this.
Thank you.
You would regret it because I know what you're going to say. Yes, we will be there. We're coming over.
Because we live
don't invite us because we will come.
Oh, yeah.
because we live on a lake.
We bring air mattresses. We'll just
And-
right in your living room.
Plenty of space, and we
We're
have
there.
and we're a half an hour from Malvern and about 2 hours away, 2.5 hours from Villisca.
Oh my God, we're in. Yes,
So-
we're in.
Nice.
So
Let's
when
go.
All
I-
right.
I'm
We're
getting ready.
there.
Amazing.
yes.
I would love to do both of those. That's a yes.
And
And
Megan,
so-
Nikki, all right, do you know what you're asking right now?
Sign me up.
You
We're alive. We're
know what
alive.
you're getting yourself into.
I'm telling you right now, I have 8 older sisters. I know what I'm getting myself
We
into.
like bacon. Well done. We like
Yes.
Hot
eggs,
coffee.
hot
And-
coffee.
Snacks.
And the
Peanut
good news,
M&Ms.
I will tell you, Nikki will back me on this. Nikki will tell you the good news is I'm actually the cook. So
Oh,
y'all got that.
Well,
going.
then you should know we like our
Yay.
bacon well done.
Yeah.
With
we
eggs.
do. Well done. No
Oh, yeah.
fatty areas that are soft. Well done. Bacon.
Right? Megan's saying New Orleans would be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
New Orleans would
Yeah,
be
it's on the
awesome.
list. Absolutely.
It's the place I was thinking of was
Yes,
Broadhead
Wisconsin.
Manor.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one right there.
I
Yeah.
will tell you that they're doing
Broadhead Manor. Oh, thank you, Jamie Lynn.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what
they're doing
I was trying to remember.
the paranormal.
Broadhead Manor.
They're doing the paranormal rock down in July, at Broadhead, and
Oh, cool.
it's like a 3-day event, and Nikki and I are going to that,
Oh,
Nice.
fun.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
and it's really
That's
cool
awesome.
because the first night, about 20 minutes away, they just have live music playing the whole time. But if you don't want to go to the music, you can actually investigate that day. And then
Oh,
Saturday,
cool.
they're doing all the vending stuff out there, and the Saturday night they're doing another investigation.
Oh, that's nice.
Full weekend, and it's pretty nice.
That is nice.
But yeah, so that's something that we're looking forward to, because this will be Nikki's first big con to go to. The
I
Broadway event.
love the cons. How fun.
Your first one. I'm actually going out to Orlando Wednesday because I'm doing MegaCon with Bill Slevin and the PERS out in Orlando, because I'm actually the Midwest director for PERS out here in Omaha. So
That's awesome.
yeah, so I'm one of his directors out here, but he asked me to come out there and take part in some of the panels and do some of the vending stuff with him.
Oh,
so
that's so cool.
that'll be the first time I'm actually meeting them in real person, in real life. So, which
Very
I
cool.
still haven't done with Taryn yet. It's bogus. So
What?
Well, we're coming because you invited us, so that'll end
That's
soon.
right.
Yeah.
I know. Now
You
she's
just said we have a
celebrating.
free place. My God, we're going to be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make sure
Your wife said.
I would tell you to make sure it's during the summer though, so you can actually take advantage of the lake. I'm just saying, because
Oh,
Yeah, that's
nice.
cool.
and we're out in the
Oh,
middle
I
of
don't,
nowhere.
I
So-
don't know. Bathing suits, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna lie.
So we'll sit by the lake.
I'll
Yeah.
observe the lake and hang out.
Fire pit by the lake.
Fire pit, yes.
Fire pit by the lake. That's our speed.
Can we plant a peach tree? We let
Oh,
do.
yeah.
I don't think we have any trees out back, so we have a space. We have 3 fire pits. Just saying, throwing that
Oh,
out.
cool.
Wow.
Very cool.
We're set.
We're all in.
I
Um,
love it.
We
Megan
to
rubbed it in.
fire pits.
Megan rubbed it in and said she went to Mackey.
Oh,
I do know Megan went to Mackey's. Yep.
And she
That's
said that they're already
awesome.
building on the same site.
Oh,
Jamie Lynn
Oh,
also agreed that Malvern
Really?
Manor,
I would love to go there.
Me too.
and Megan said that she's packing right now.
good girl.
One more place that I would love to go is I've always wanted to go there is Arizona to
Beach for a
First
weekend.
Beach and all
Where?
of those locations over there. That's
In
definitely
Arizona?
my
Oh,
favorite.
yeah.
Some really
And
good place. to go.
Juneau.
Yeah.
Juneau is amazing.
Nikki wants to be a peach for the weekend. If you guys
It
come
is
out.
very fun. It is
Aw.
very fun. Yes. Yes. What happens in the peaches stays in the peaches. That we have to say that.
Right.
Like Vegas up in here.
Worst thing about Beach Club, we don't talk
I'm-
about Beach Club.
Yeah, that's right. I like that. That's great. That's a t-shirt in the making, There you go.
Messages to Jamie Lynn also says come to Raleigh.
Ooh, glamping. I'm in.
Oh,
Glamping,
yeah.
yes.
Absolutely.
So
I
Joe,
do- I won't
Joe-
camp. I'll glamp.
Joe is the owner of Hawaiian Hauntings out in Hawaii. So if you ever get a chance to go up there, he will be more than happy to show you around and take you to some of the places. I went out there and he showed me around. It was fantastic.
That's awesome.
He said he's hearing a lot about Wisconsin. Have you ever heard of the Bellwall Manor out there?
No,
No, never heard that.
I haven't.
He said it was torn down a few years ago, but it was a cool place to go to. Apparently,
Oh, nice.
Jamie Lynn,
And-
okay, I'll be interested in meeting you. Co-host of Paranormal Rockdown, awesome. So this up there,
Nice.
and
She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart.
Nikki also said. So a lot of the Peaches don't know this, but Taryn knows this. This will be Nikki's first investigation since her cancer. So
Nikki, congratulations.
Yay.
beat it. It is
Well,
gone.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Awesome. Awesome.
I'll tell you what,
So all
Congratulations.
I literally,
yeah. So
it was scary for a moment, but we all knew. I knew she was gonna. I
Big
mean, I
time.
prayed so friggin' hard.
so Taryn, did you hear that I got yelled at for that? Because we found out. So, ladies,
What?
I'm going to share this with you really quick because this is just how horrible I am. We found out that Nikki got cancer through a phone call, and she hung up and she started to cry, and I started to laugh, and she was like, "Why are you laughing?" And it was so loud and resonating in my head with my spirit guides and my higher self going, "Nah, not a problem. We got this. All's gonna be good. Just give me time." So, and it was instant too, and it was just left and right voices in my head saying, "Nope, we're good. We got her."
You
So
got
I was
it.
laughing about it, and she's like, "Why are you laughing?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, you can't hear what's going on in my head. My bad. Let me say this out loud." So, so I had
It
to
was
show.
breast cancer, right? She had breast cancer.
She had breast cancer. Yep, she had breast cancer.
So Dana is a survivor, and Dana has a charity that she does good things that all
Sweet.
came from breast cancer.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Dana's Pink Wishes.
Yeah, it was.
Dana'sPinkWishes.org.
It was. And I'm going to ask you that again later on because I'm going to want to post it on my page.
Sure. Thank you.
I share stuff like that on my page. So hey, look, we said his name like Beetlejuice, and Bill showed up.
We'd love to. We would love
Yes.
to. We would love to.
He said the other night, he was on my show the other night, and he was saying that we could do like a long week because it would have to be Thursday to, so, you know what I mean, because of the travel.
Yeah.
We'd have to do a long weekend. He said he would be able to accommodate, but I would absolutely love to get out to Broadhead for sure.
Yeah.
Like, when should we start going now? Like, when-
Yeah. I could be packed in an hour.
We would
I'm
have a lot
ready.
of fun. Bill is salt of the earth. I love that guy.
I love it.
Jamie
Nice.
Lynn also posted a bunch of places that she's at all within an hour of each other. So
Oh, insane asylums are on my faves. So
Yeah,
yes.
Mhm.
Miracle School and church, Glenview,
Awesome.
all within an hour.
Okay.
So,
Amazing.
There you go. So
Amazing.
Great.
a lot of good recommendations.
Sheboygan.
People who want to get out and check stuff out. Sorry, I need a drink. Something's not wanting me to say something, and I'm trying to fight it off.
Say it.
Do it. Do it.
Go.
Look,
I know. I'm
Daddy
working on it.
wants you to speak.
I had to drink
Daddy
water.
wants you to speak. We got this at Bigfoot.
Is that an uncle of mine? What is that?
I was going to say that kind of looks like you, John.
Oh yeah.
It hangs on the wall. I bought it at the.
That was
I won
great.
it.
Yeah.
I won
It
it
looks
in an
like
auction
that
at
looks
the
like what
Bigfoot.
chased me back into the Hinsdale house.
Yeah.
I still have to find a perfect spot to hang it on the wall. Love it. But
Yeah.
anyway, go ahead. Ask away.
You know, I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna wait. Jamie Lynn's saying goodnight. Must be
Good
leaving.
night.
Oh, good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
We'll
getting
see you
involved.
at some point.
And I'll see you in July. So, but okay. Sorry, I got sidetracked there a lot of times. Welcome to my squirrel moments. And it's funny too because there's two people that aren't on here that normally will blame me for not having enough squirrel moments. And tonight we have
Funny.
quota. We have met quota.
Everybody in this that's on here and anybody that I talk to knows how bad my ADHD is. Even with messaging. I recently was made fun of because of this, but that's okay. But they were
Did I make fun of you? Okay.
No. the way I I text how I talk. So
Yes.
my thoughts don't I won't send one big whole message. I send like 13, 14, 15 messages just to get one fucking thought out. You know what I mean? Because my ADHD, whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't even know why I was even talking about that.
See, that's not something to make fun of. And if I don't like that anybody made fun of you for that. So Come at
Okay, it
me.
was on a
Yeah,
pay-per-view.
what is that? Catch me outside.
Come at me, bro.
How
Catch me
about
outside.
Okay, it was on a pay-per-view, so only people
Oh,
that
then
see
nobody
that.
will. Then I would never pay for that. So forget it. Unless
Yeah.
not for me, unless it's
I
free.
mean, we
Whatever.
got better things to do with our time, just saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what I'm saying, because the squirrel moments, like it's, you know, it is a everyday occurrence. for me.
Yeah.
Every day.
I love having
You
squirrel
know,
moments.
you know what sucks about that is I take medicine for it, which I'm on the lowest think of, but I recently I had somebody on that was saying that, you know, part of ADHD, you know, of having that is your hearing is so much better. But when you take the medicine, that could hinder your ability to hear.
I wonder
So
why.
what do I
Yeah.
want to be? Because the medicine is supposed to help with some of the symptoms of ADHD. One of the symptoms is you could be in a crowded room, me and you. I'm hearing everybody.
Okay.
So
Right.
you take medicine so that you concentrate. And yes, it's horrible. Yes, I agree. But with, do I take the medicine? Do I not take the medicine? You know, when I don't take the medicine, everybody else around me, you know, I'm like, you know, blissfully getting 1,000 things done
Right.
at once. You know what I mean? But everybody else around me is like, I can't do this, you know? So I take the medicine. But then I'm always like, well, we go on our investigation to hinder my
Right.
hearing.
Right.
I don't know if it does.
Take the medicine.
But there's a
You can hear
chance of it.
anyway. You hear everything.
Yeah. I totally agree.
I
You'll
mean,
hear it.
it's how much better can one hear? I mean, every time she's
Totally
like,
true.
it blows me away because she's like, "Did you hear your name, Dana?" I go, "Nobody said my fucking name. What are you talking about? You didn't hear your name? I heard your name. Nobody said my name. Shut up, mother."
Dana.
I hear that.
Yes,
It blows me away.
That's why I always have the recorders going.
so true.
I remember the first time I think Rossi like leaved me
Yeah.
because we were, and I can't remember where we were
I
at,
know
but
where we were.
and I was like,
I know where we were.
I'm like, did you guys just hear that? I heard like a like I
It was
heard
at the place that shall not be mentioned, and I was like, "You did not hear that," and we got it.
and I rewound it, and she goes,
Yeah.
"How the fuck did you hear that?" I'm like, I don't know how I heard it.
It's so
Yeah.
crazy that time, and you said it. It
Yeah.
was so weird. I'm like, how do you what?
We
Yeah.
were at Wildwood Sanitarium.
That was the best one ever.
That was incredible.
That
Which
was the
one?
best one ever. Wildwood.
Yeah, Wildwood.
Oh,
That was crazy.
So
Remember?
we're sitting there, we're getting ready to do a seance, and I hear I hear
It's so weird. We don't really do seances.
No, yeah, I know this.
That was
I know.
not part of
it
that.
was the seance room, though. It's
Oh,
what
okay.
It
it
was
was.
the seance room upstairs, right? Yeah.
We don't do seance.
and I'm like, did one of you guys
Levitate.
just say my name?
Yeah.
What? They're like, no, we didn't say your name. And I'm like, I just heard. Like I said it how I
And
heard it.
it sounded so
And then
ominous
right
and
away-
peculiar.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
ew.
That was wild.
it was really gross.
It
So-
is terrible sounding.
And there it was. And there it was. And I said, was this? They were like, none of us said
Why
that.
would I ever go, damn it?
Right. It's like Red Rob. No.
Yeah,
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah. Right outside that creepy doll room.
I will say another location that I will give a shout out to that we all love and are very good friends of ours is the Hoover House. Pam and
Yeah.
Sue
Oh,
Barrett.
yeah. It's a great place.
Yes.
Great
Oh my
location.
Fantastic
gosh.
place.
Yeah.
I started
Really
to say that
location.
when we were talking about playing, you know, the rooms, because that night when nobody ever gets grabbed or touched, but Megan got grabbed. I got to sleep on the third floor. I got petitioned to sleep on the third floor, which is fine, whatever. Right. And we were up there, Megan, and then we had this like, and Andy Andrews, thank God for his ears, because
Yeah, he's got
we
good
got-
ears too.
we couldn't
Oh,
make
yeah,
out
he does.
and it was a different. What do you want me to answer? You know,
It was
like,
very.
yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
that's
an Irish
right.
brogue.
Yeah.
and it was a
It was
male.
either German or Irish.
Yes.
Megan
That was
and Megan
wild.
got grabbed, and I was like, I'm sleeping with Dana.
Yeah.
Let's move up here. Let's move up here.
I'm like, come on, baby, let's go.
Mom, are you still alive?
One thing to I'm sure. One thing to pay attention to is if you guys come to Malvern. Did we lose Taryn? Taryn, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here, but
I see Taryn.
Okay.
He freezes.
But the one thing to pay attention to is if you guys come out this direction and you guys go to Malvern, you have to pick which Malvern you want. There's daytime Malvern and there's nighttime Malvern.
Oh, what's better? What's better?
How about a little of both?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. I'm sure Josh would let us do like a weekend or an overnight or whatever.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, we've done that, but we've investigated both, and daytime Malvern gets you a lot of really cool stuff. Like I literally took a bunch of pictures, and then I went to go into a crawl space to record, and I probably had like 30, 40 pictures, and I crawled into the crawl space, was recording it, and I came out, my phone was completely off, and I was all pissed because my phone turned off, and I turned it back on, and absolutely everything was gone. I was mad.
Wow.
So daytime
that's
Malvern.
weird.
But nighttime Malvern literally pulled a guy that's about 300 pounds out of his cot and like just picked him up and actually like dropped him on the floor.
Nighttime?
Wow.
Malvern, yeah. So
All right. Who am I sleeping with?
you get two different. You're only going to sleep in one room.
I sleep alone.
we got a weird thing at Sweet Home Estates. Lauren, didn't you call? Remember my phone went missing? Remember you found?
Yes.
Do we remember your phone went missing?
That was the weirdest.
That was the
weirdest
event
thing
of the night.
I mean, my God. And then we heard it. We heard it like drop out of nowhere on the bed. It was like
it was so crazy.
Yeah, but what did you
nuts.
didn't you say there was a name for that?
Good. Yes. Lauren, you looked it up. Yes, I forgot what that was called.
What the heck was it? What, that it drops out of nowhere?
Well,
Thin
like,
air.
things just disappear and then reappear.
Oh, yes.
Like Ruby.
Yes.
Like Ruby.
Oh, man, what the heck is that? Yeah, I can't remember now.
Is that your dildo? What are you talking about?
I'm going to tell you this really quick, Tom. This is what happened. I'll try to dumb it. I'll try to shorten it, but literally.
I
So
had to come out.
we went to this investigation. I forgot all my equipment, which is odd for me.
That
but
was weird too.
I forgot all my equipment. So the only thing I had was my phone. So I was using my phone as my recorder. And so it was glued to me. And then all of a sudden I couldn't find my phone. Now I'm thinking my ADHD, right? So I'm looking for my phone. And then finally the girls slowly, because we want to investigate, but I'm like, I can't find my recorder. I need that to record.
Right.
And
she couldn't move past the moment, but then she started to panic. So we all couldn't move past the moment because she was starting to panic, and it was like, okay, wait, everybody.
Where's my phone? It was just right here. I started and I'm not exaggerating. In an hour and a half, I started opening the refrigerator. Like, did I leave it in the refrigerator?
Oh, yeah.
We were checking the bathroom. We were checking everywhere.
Yeah, we were like rechecking and over again. It was like
6 of
Groundhog
us.
Day.
Pulled
Pulled beds. We pulled
We pulled the sheets
We
off the
pulled
bed.
sheets off the beds. We flipped beds.
Not
It was
exaggerating.
unbelievable.
For 2 hours. 2 hours. We looked for my phone for 2
We
hours.
all got mad independently. We all got mad. We're like, I could find it, and you're taking the sheets off the bed. Flipping
We reached out. Yeah, we reached out to Apple.
We wouldn't believe it.
Yes.
No, we were on. She was on the phone with Apple. She was. It was the most
I was trying to find
bizarre
my phone.
situation.
Yeah. And then finally we're sitting there and all of a sudden we goes, boom.
It was
And
like
then Lauren-
something dropped.
Right.
Yeah.
It dropped onto your inflatable mattress in the
We were
other
in-
room.
we were
And we're
in the
like,
room.
right.
Yeah.
It was in
You
the other
heard
room. We're
it.
like, what the frig was
You
that
and
sound?
Megan went in.
So
You and
weird.
Megan went in and you were like, and then Megan goes, I'm going to check one more time. And she lifts the bed up again. And there it was.
It was unbeliable.
The bed that had been flipped over, and it
Yeah.
was a blow up bed. So
The
like,
same
And
bed
we took
where
the
Taryn
sheets
took
off of
flight.
it.
That bed.
We
Yeah.
actually took the sheets off that
Yeah.
bed.
it was nothing I've ever experienced in my
Neither.
entire life.
Crazy. It was
Megan's
crazy.
saying we would have felt the need to check the bed again, which we had already checked like 3 times. I moved
3
the sheet
times. You're being kind.
in the middle.
Right.
of-
Move the sheet again. We took it off before.
Oh my God.
It was
crazy.
it was insane.
It just appeared
It was
like
the most
out of
bizarre.
nowhere. That's all we
I
can
mean-
say. We can't
I
prove
mean,
it, but
I was so like thankful that I found my phone. Like I had all this emotions going on. 1 minute I'm like, thank God I found my phone. Holy shit, what just happened? Thank God I found my phone. How did that just happen? Like, you know what I mean?
And then she had to sleep in that bed.
yeah, that's right.
And I'm in the
They
bedroom
kept
letting
saying,
out. That's why
if
Megan
Taryn
had to
goes
let me
missing,
out.
oh, where the
If
fuck
Taryn goes missing, just drop her gently, okay?
Well, apparently that doesn't happen because I've seen her get thrown out of that. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
So
crazy.
fun. So fun. Great weekend.
And
Great
Megan's saying,
weekend.
"Don't blame me because I'm not there. I didn't take her phone."
I know
No,
that.
no,
No,
no.
you didn't take your phone.
We
No
looked
way.
for it was like at least
I mean, that was
almost
it.
2 hours that
It
we
was
were
Yeah.
2
Not
hours.
everything
Yeah,
either.
you don't play games
Yeah.
like that. That was like,
No, we would like at one she's almost crying. Like, listen, we'll
Yeah.
make jokes on each other, but you know when it's gone too far and nobody would have taken it that far.
Yeah,
That
I
was
had to
like
explain to somebody whose home has a spirit in her home, and I told her that it's a younger man who died in the area when he was younger, but they live on a farm, so he just likes that area.
Yeah.
And he does that. He'll take her keys and move her keys, and I have to tell her you're not going crazy. That's actually him, just letting you know that he's messing with you. And she's like, okay, because she goes, because I always put it in this one bowl, and all of a sudden it's on the table, or they're in the kitchen, or there's someone. I'm like, yeah, he's just
So weird.
with you. And she's like, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
exactly. And Bird Mansion, we all love Bird Mansion. We've had
Oh,
stuff
Bird.
like Bird Mansion,
love Bird.
Birdsboro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bird
Yeah.
Mansion's a little diamond in the rough.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
yeah. Adelaide.
What is
I hear
that?
cat purring. I hear
Yeah.
cat purring. Is that your cat?
Is
Kim?
it your cat?
No,
What is
none of my
It's my
cats are down
dog.
here right now.
That's your
I
dog?
hear purring.
Webster is
Well,
Webster
Webster is like a
is
cat.
That
Webster.
legit is
Webster.
okay. I hear
Oh,
it,
it
and
sounds
I'm
like
like,
a cat.
someone's got that close to their
He's
stomach, and they
24
need to eat.
pounds and he snores like a drunken sailor.
I'm like, I swear. That was my first thought. I'm like, whoa.
I kept hearing it, and I'm like, who's doing it? Who's
Sorry, I
doing
didn't know you
it?
could still hear it. Sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
I could see
That's
that.
I think the best places
No.
that we investigate when we're just having fun and having a good time and just talking and having conversation like this and where our recorders are going, I think we get the most interaction. Not the
Yeah.
most, but a lot of interaction
Yeah.
when we're just hanging out and being ourselves and just they kind of like jump in conversation a lot of times.
Totally.
So that's always cool to listen to on playback to hear.
I agree.
Yeah, because you're not expecting it. It just happens.
Right.
So
Especially if it's a male voice and it's all female and it's
Yes.
clearly a male voice like jumping in on us and we're like,
What
ain't nobody
the?
male here right now.
Yeah, who's that?
and it's cool when that happens when all the women are together and you're laughing and then you hear a separate laugh because they get the joke too.
Oh,
And you're like,
it's not that funny.
Or like a growl. I've heard a growl multiple times, or what sounds to be a growl, and we're like, fuck is that?
Like, please be somebody's stomach because I don't want
Yes,
we're getting growled at.
Exactly.
Yeah. How many tags of those? My stomach. No, it's my
Actually, at
stomach.
Penhurst, when we were all in that basement, that was when my
Yeah.
mouth got really messed up after that weekend. But at Penhurst, we were down in the basement, and I think we were doing birth sessions, and we were
Yeah, that's
getting
Quaker,
we had,
right?
like growls and like
Oh,
male
Quaker.
voices.
Quaker.
Yeah,
was-
I mean
yeah.
that was crazy. That
Yeah,
there
that
was
was
no,
That was freaky. Yeah, that was
That was
very
I mean,
freaky.
Yeah.
there was no, and incidentally, I got that was supposed to be where like the dentist guy was,
Right.
whatever, and I wound up having a really bad tooth infection after we left there, and I had to get my tooth pulled, and it was really bad. It was,
God,
like,
yeah.
really, I mean, it could be coincidental. Yes, I'm just saying it was weird.
Yeah.
It's ironic. Weird.
Weird. Don't want it again. Knock on wood.
No.
No.
All right. So we've been going about an hour 20. Megan left us. She said she got home from softball. So she says, love you all. Thanks for everyone who joined.
Yeah, she got little ones.
Yeah. So, and I'm gonna kind of close it down at this point as well. But I want you all, because my show literally is called Stuff I Never Learned from a School Book, because we learned from each other.
Right.
Each one of you, I'm gonna ask you one thing, and I want every single one of you to answer individually. Because you do this as a group, and I want people to understand groups and individuals, so I want them to take something from it. What is the number one thing they should take away from investigating?
From what?
Number one thing they should take away, like learn from an investigation.
Either learn from
Okay.
investigating, enjoy from, just whatever it is. What's the one thing that they should take from investigating? Like maybe why they start it out. Why do they get involved in investigating? Anything like that. What is the one thing that they should take to heart? Either
My takeaway is always going to, and it's probably not my number one, is don't believe what people say about a location unless it's in black and white. You could say, oh, there's a person in the corner and we think his name is. I think you need more proof than that. Do your research, try and find the black and white, the historical stuff.
yeah.
Right.
Mine is sorry, Lauren, go ahead. You can go.
Oh no, I was gonna say, like the first thing that popped into my head was something about respect. Like we respect people. You and I respect all of you, but we should also respect where we go. Really always keep in mind that whenever you go on an investigation, you should always, be kind, be understanding. Know the history. And just whatever questions you ask, be smart about that. Kind of go in prepared a little bit. Just and there's some people that can go in, and you've seen it on TV where people could be rude and they could be crass. These were people too, and they have a voice and they want to be heard. And I think it's just really important. Respect's really big.
Respect and compassion for sure. Yeah.
Truly.
That was my thing. Honestly, is respecting location, respecting the people that once lived there, once traveled through there, whoever is there at that time. That was my thing. But also, my biggest pet peeve when I see investigators on TV shows or being with them or whatever is talking to them like you're a robot or they're not like a person. It's what is your name? Where are you going? Do you want to, like, they're like people just talk. And granted, don't get me wrong. It's like you fall into that and you get guilty. You're guilty of that yourself because you're listening and you're being around people like that. But like, just talk to them like they're normal. They were once people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Talk to them and give them time. Another pet peeve is give them time to respond. Don't just think that they're on cue and you're just going to rattle off shit and they're just going to like boom, 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 boom. Like my thing is give them time because we don't know how they're answering or how much energy it's taking for them to respond or how they're whatever the case is. So just be respectful, be patient, take your time, and treat them as if they were alive and people because that's what they once were.
Yeah. Can I add one thing to that really quick? I know I'm asking you ladies, but one thing to also that pay attention to how they respond because they don't always respond in words. Sometimes something happens, you're just not paying attention enough. But yeah, sorry, Danny, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, well, they took my answers, but no, I'm joking. I was kind of going with what Lauren was saying. I think compassion goes a really long way. I think when you have true compassion, you'll become more sensitive in that location. Like putting all the gadgets that I joke about that I love so much and I still do and nothing will change that. Got to just really focus on what you are feeling. If you go to a location and your shit isn't chiming and buzzing, stop, close your eyes, relax, and feel. Because there's a night and day difference to what you get and what you feel, and you're the best instrument of all. Not to sound corny, but it's just true.
It's true.
True. All right,
for me, I have to say that there's a couple of things, but does lead back into the respect part of it for a location. But for me, don't forget where you come from, and that there are people that are in your spot where you were 20 years ago. So always be willing to learn. I've learned a lot over the years, but I remember when I first started. Everything was paranormal. I bought all the equipment. I swore all the equipment that it was a ghost. You know what I mean? So every picture I could find a face in. You know what I mean? Like I remember starting out, and I remember how far I've come. You know what I mean? So it's just keep that in mind as far as like when there's other people around and this and that, and it goes kind of with the respect, and then with the locations. Not everything. I mean, I've been doing this 15, 20 years, and knock on wood, I've never come across any demons or anything demonic or anything like that.
That's
So
good.
if that's what if you want to have an entertaining show, if you want to do that, say that's what it is.
Right.
Don't make these locations look
Right.
bad by lying about what you're getting there. You know what I mean? Just you have to always be honest and truthful in what you're doing, because it really goes a long way in this field. You can't you can't make stuff up and lie and unless if that's what you're like, if you put it out there like, look, the stuff that we're getting isn't real, we're doing this for entertainment, have fun.
Cool.
You
Yeah.
know? But
Totally.
you know, you also have to remember the places that you're going to. You know, you're putting it out there to the world, the stuff you're getting there, and it's making it can make or break a location. You know,
Right.
a lot of people, for me, one,
Definitely.
I didn't want to go to Hinsdale for a long time because of the stuff I heard, right? Because of that was my preference.
Right, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
That's right.
you always have to remember that. That's all I got to say.
I see Joe has a question about, and this just reminded me of an experience that I had a long time ago. Josh, I think you're with me. He was saying, do the spirits ever joke around and have fun with you? Josh, I don't know if you remember the very first time I went to Sterling Mines, and there was a game they played where they had an object and they hid it in the rocks. Were you with me? It was a
Yeah.
mint. I still remember.
Oh
And they-
my
I
God,
remember that.
yes.
Yeah, I
Okay,
remember
so
that too.
Yes.
one of the things I
Yeah.
remember about that moment was, I don't remember who was asking the questions. I think maybe they were letting other people ask. Someone said, is it round? Is it red? Can you eat? And the
Yes.
spirit was answering the questions. But one of my favorite, this was years ago, one of my favorite responses is when they said, someone said, is it red, for example? And they played back the thing and the spirit went, nope.
Nope.
And that was-
Yes.
I'm like,
Nope.
they just say nope. Not no, not no. Not,
Yeah.
they said nope.
They were having fun. They
Yeah.
were in the moment.
That
Yeah.
was years ago, and I remember that response like it was yesterday. A spirit
That's
said
cool.
nope.
I forgot about that.
Do you remember that now, though?
That
you
was
know
a
what?
great
I
night.
do.
Yeah, I do.
Room
Yeah, I remember
I'm
the
like-
room. Yeah.
Not
That
only are you
big,
playing
big
a game,
room.
but you just said nope, like little
At
slang.
Rolling
Like,
Hills.
how about you, buddy? Look at that. That's,
I went-
his question made me think of that, actually.
Yeah.
Nice.
I went to Rolling Hills once, and Rolling Hills is fantastic, hands
Oh,
down,
it's awesome.
fantastic.
Mhm.
And
Love it.
I
I
can't
was
wait.
with a patron that had paid. You know, my group was running an event there, and somebody had paid, and we're sitting outside this one room, and it had a whole bunch of the folding aluminum chairs in it. You couldn't go in the room because it was just stacked with all these chairs. And we're standing outside the room, and we're hearing ting, 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 and I'm like, okay. I'm like, this is a little interesting. Could they be moving? Yeah, you know. And me and her are discussing it. I'm like, but it sounds like somebody's like tapping on the chairs.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I'm hearing that too. I'm like, you hearing that? And all of a sudden, we hear,
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
and I could feel the breath on my cheek.
Ew. I can't wait to get
I look
there.
for her. I go, please tell me you heard that. She goes, I heard that, and I want to leave. Like, she was scared.
Oh.
But I was like, but
Oh.
it was like playing
That's the
around.
beginning.
You know what I mean? It was funny. He was making us like sit there questioning, guessing, and you know what I mean? And just started
Yeah.
this goofy laugh came out of nowhere.
That's cool.
That was
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Wait, can I just play off of that real quick?
Absolutely.
This is like what you like, it's the first time investigators and stuff, you're asking like all this information. So like, I just wanted to say, like, be diligent in trying to debunk things, because not, again, like what everyone said is not everything is paranormal, and, you know, really try to find the cause of it. But what the hell was my point? I totally lost my point in trying to think of, oh, I got it. Okay. So a lot of times I've been on investigations where I say my hair's been pulled because that's what it feels like, or I've been scratched, or I've been touched, or, you know, whatever the case is, or like you hear this laugh, but it's like, oh my God, what is that, like demonic laugh? But we're not saying it's a demon, but it sounds like, you know, that, but it's always not, I want to say to people, it's always not necessarily like a bad thing. 9 times out of 10, it's not a bad thing.
Right.
It's just, they're trying to get your attention. They're trying to, whatever. So because you were touched or scratched or poked or whatever, doesn't necessarily mean there's an evil entity there.
Right.
So that's another thing.
Even if it hurts, you know what I mean? Like,
because
they don't really know how hard or
Right.
It's the same thing with their voices. Just like they don't know how the level and pitch and with which they're answering, they also don't know, the strength or what it takes for us to feel it. So it's.
I always reference Ghost, the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze, because when he's in the subway, and he's trying to like, and he can't, and then all of a sudden he just uses all of his energy, and the can then goes flying across the subway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I try to, because dealing with private clients, that's the hardest thing to try to get out of their heads, is that because they watch the show,
fear.
so they watch the videos, and they think everything is evil. So trying to deal with a private client, and that's the other thing that people don't understand when they do that kind of stuff. It's not just there's people that really are having what they think is stuff happening, and they automatically think it's bad and negative because of what they're seeing on YouTube or what they're seeing on TV is all bad and negative. And trying to help a private client with that is like, it's very difficult.
Yep, that is.
And 9 times out of 10, it's not. So it's just trying to communicate with you in whatever shape, way, or form that they can. But you're just misconceiving it as that because, you get scratched. It's alarming, but it's not necessarily because they want to hurt you. It's because they're like, hey, here I am. You keep calling my name. You keep, whatever.
They could be reaching for you and easily scratched.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
That's like a tip, like for investigators, is like, just don't always assume that it's negative or it's bad and freak out and like, fuck this place, because that's kind of disrespectful. Yeah. Although you're not meaning to do that, and it's alarming, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's that's all.
Good one.
Very good advice, all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is fun. So much fun.
Yeah. So, and that leads to my next point. So if you have to run, I understand. If not, feel free to hang out in the back and I'll come talk to you when I shut down the show. But I am going to ask now if you would all like to come on another time. And I normally try to push them out far enough to where you all have enough investigations and stuff that happens, everything else, that it's normally like about 9 months to a year. But I would like you all to come on again.
Hey, thank you. Sure.
Yeah.
Peaches are up for that. I'd love to have you back on.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know how to reach y'all. So, but like I said, if you want to hang out, you're more than happy to. But otherwise, I will let you go. Everybody say goodnight to the Peaches.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for listening, watching.
We're going to Hinsdale. We're going to Pennhurst. We're going to Gettysburg, all within that
Mid-Orange Correctional Facility. So I would say like September. Bring us back in September, and we're gonna have a whole slew of stuff.
So
lots of stories.
Rolling Hills.
So if you look, visitor.
Sorry.
I don't.
As Ruby Roundhouse, by the way.
She is. That's my Ruby Roundhouse.
I'll get in touch with Taryn and I'll ask her
it's fine.
for a list of places and stuff like that. So that way I can post them. So people know. I mean, like I said, I follow you. Just because I and
Love you.
so I just want to so I want to give that opportunity to others as well to have the chance to follow you. Because I think you're such a not only it's a dynamic group, but you're so authentic in what you do, and you're so good at what you do. Like I said, like Kim mentioned at the very beginning, it's not just a bunch of girls going out having a good time.
Yeah.
You're really investigating. And
Exactly.
important for a lot of people to understand, which is why I'm repeating it, is that you're not just out just doing whatever, and then the investigation takes place while you're doing everything else. No, the investigation is happening, and then the other things happen while you're investigating. So they need to understand that. So,
exactly.
That's it. Spot on.
So that's what I want them to start understanding, and if they follow you, then they'll understand it like I do, and just love following what you guys are doing as much. So I'll reach out to Taryn and get some information so I can post some stuff on my site if you're all okay with that.
Absolutely.
Great.
And
Great.
other than that, like I said, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for
around.
having us.
Thank
Stay around.
you.
I'll send information to Taryn, but I still want to just kind of give you guys a little bit of information behind the scenes of what happens. Everyone's saying goodnight as normal, and it is fantastic. So, say goodnight to the Peaches. Thank you, Peaches.
Good
And
night.
Thanks,
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. She says good night too.
good night.
Good night, Ruby.
Thanks.
All right, everyone.
Thank you.
So,
That was so fun.
That was great. Thank you.
Really
Thank
great.
you.
hear them. I think I got them all. Okay, cool. So thank you for coming on. It was a fantastic show. I loved having the Peaches on. That was a lot of fun.
Thanks.
I will definitely have to do that again. I'm glad they said they want to come back. Just for knowledge for what's coming up next on the show, I am not doing a show next week. Okay, let me say this the way I need to. I am not doing a formal show like this next week because I will be coming back from the Orlando MegaCon that I'm working with the Paranormal Existence Research Society, but I will be working that MegaCon and I will be posting short lives while I'm there, just kind of showing everyone what's about, what we're doing and everything else. So feel free to pop into those. I'm more than happy to talk if I can. Other than that, have a fantastic night. Let me get you my information because I know that you guys have no idea who I have on next because I don't know who I have on next because I'm just never pay attention. So Peaches, 17th Feb, I have on Kim Irwin. She's a local and she's fantastic here. But she'll be coming on 17th of February, so look for that advertisement. I will post it out as soon as I can. Other than that, everyone have a great night. Much love, stay safe, and